Hi guys, so for multiplying rational numbers, I would start with their prior knowledge and reviewing anything that we had done before, like adding and subtracting rational numbers so that the kids would remember the additive inverse and also the zero pair so that we can tie that into multiplication. I would also expect my students to remember what we had talked about with multiplying signed numbers with positive and a positive equals a positive, a negative and a negative equals a positive, and also a positive and a negative would equal a negative. So then we would jump into multiplication, starting with the identity property. The multiplicative I can't talk today. Sorry. The multiplicative identity is 1. So anything times 1 equals itself. So for example, 9 times 1 equals 9. Negative 17 times 1 is negative 17. And 1 times 0 is 0. This is true because multiplying by 1 does nothing, or 1 is a do nothing element. This is also what it means to be an identity, is it does nothing. So that would be the identity property, which holds true for all numbers in multiplication. And then we have our existence of inverses. Multiplicative inverses make 1. So now anything times its reciprocal is equal to 1. And a reciprocal is the opposite, so we flip the fraction. So instead of 7 over 1, or 7, we multiply by 1 over 7, and we know that's going to equal 1. We could do the same with negative numbers, so if I have negative 4 over 9, I could multiply by the reciprocal, negative 9 over 4, and that's going to equal 1. We could also say that this is making ones, so 3 times 1/3, we make 1. This is also another way we could say is a 1 pair. And so we know that we could use this to find different numbers. There is one exception to the rule, and that is that 0 does not have a multiplicative inverse. There is no reciprocal for 0, and so we can't multiply by anything to get 1. So let's try this and see a few different examples. We have 1/2 times 2, and so we want to see why does this equal 1. So there's two different ways we can do this, and so I'm going to start with the first of multiplication is repeated addition. So I have 1/2, and we're going to add it twice. So I have 1/2 and 1/2. And so if we look, if we add these two together, we would have a full box, and so this equals 1. We could also try this another way in where we have 8 times 1/8. So we could also do this is, let's start with 8, and so I'm going to shade in 8 boxes. Alright, and as we're shading in these boxes, shade in all these different boxes, so I have 8 full boxes now. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to shade in 1/8 of this shaded area. So we'll take a different color, and we're going to do 1/8. So half, fourth, and now it's going to be a very small portion of each of the boxes. But we're going to split each box into 1/8. And if we look, we have 8 little pieces here. And if we were able to, we could take these 8 little pieces, put them together, and it would create one full box. And so we know 8 times 1 over 8 is 1. This is true because they are a 1 pair, or we are multiplying a number by its reciprocal to make 1. Let's try another problem, see how we could use this. Oh, we have one typo here, so we'll fix this real quick. Sorry. So if we have 1 lap of the track is 4/3 of 4/3 miles. Rebecca runs 3/4 of the track. How many miles did Rebecca run? So what we're going to do is fill in our boxes. All right. So we're going to start here, and I'm going to fill in 4/3. So I have 1/3. Oh, got a little crazy there. 2/3, 3/3, and 4/3, because we know that each lap around the track is 4/3 miles. So that's our green part. And now we're going to figure out if she ran 3/4 of the track. So we're going to split our area into 3/4. Not very straight lines, but trying our best here. Split this into 3/4 and shade in the 3/4. So I'm going to shade in here. Alright. So we shade in our 3/4. And if we look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 small squares, and we know that these 12 small squares would make one full square, and so we know she ran 1 mile. So here we were able to use multiplication to figure out the distance, and because 4/3 and 3/4 are reciprocals, they make 1 and are also multiplicative inverses. All right, thank you.